Alrighty, hey, hello, traders. Hey, welcome. We're right in the middle of the World Cup right now, and I want to ask you something. I got the U.S. about to play here in about 40 minutes or so today. So we're excited for the World Cup. Love soccer. Let me ask you something though. What does a team need to do to win the World Cup? Is it have the best player, the flashiest attack, the most creative game plan out there? It's not. If you think it is, you're probably also thinking that trading success comes from having the perfect strategy or finding the holy grail somewhere, or following someone else's trade alerts. Okay. All of these beliefs are going to kill you. Okay. They're not the right things to be looking at. So, what I want to do today is teach you how to trade, in my opinion, like a champion. And we're going to take some lessons from the World Cup here and we're going to apply them to trading. So, let's have a little fun with this. And let's start off with trading success. And I've posted this on YouTube and Twitter and in our members service before. But this is what I've learned about after decades and decades and decades of trading real money in the markets. Okay, trading success is not about finding the perfect strategy. It's having the discipline to consistently place trades on quality assets, sizing them appropriately, and repeating the process long enough for the probabilities and compounding to work in your favor. So I want you to read that again and think about this and look at what's up on the screen here. Okay, it doesn't mention anything about genius or being the smartest or following someone's trade alerts or any of those types of things and finding the holy grail trade. Okay, it doesn't talk about prediction. Okay, it doesn't mention the perfect setup. Okay, we're talking about discipline, consistency, quality, sizing, and repetition, and of course, time. Okay, that's it. That's the whole ball game here. And it maps directly to the World Cup word for word. So let's jump into it and see how we can draw some of these parallels. Okay. So with the 2026 World Cup, we got 48 teams playing, right? Every single one of them has a moment they're going to face. Maybe it's a red card, or they give up an early goal against them, or they miss a penalty. Okay. Wherever something happens in that game, they're all going to face a struggle. Okay. And they're going to have a temptation to abandon the game plan. Okay. Because things aren't going according to the way they expected it to go. And the teams that are going to go home early, well, they're the ones that are going to panic. Okay. They're going to lose their shape. They're going to start making emotional decisions in real time under pressure without that plan. They're going to abandon that plan. The teams that are going to go deep, well, they're going to stay in formation. They're going to execute their system. Okay. Back in the day, I used to coach a lot of soccer for many decades out there. Okay. And we followed certain systems, certain soccer systems. I don't care whether you like the 3-4-3, the 4-4-2, it doesn't really matter. Okay. But you've got to have a system like the Dutch used to have a pretty standard system that they would play. Okay. If you're down 1-0 in the last minute, okay, teams like this, they don't turn into a different team. They trust their structure and they keep playing their game. Okay. In trading, discipline does the exact same thing. Okay. The market's going to go against you. Okay. And it always will at some point. Okay. And the moment it does, your brain starts negotiating with your rules. Okay. Just hold on a little bit longer. It's going to come back. Okay. Maybe I can go a little bit more on this one, or I'll let this one run a little bit, or it's going to rebound, or I'll double down. Okay. But this time it's going to be different. I know it. Okay. Well, that's where the game is lost. Okay. It's not, when the market moves. Okay. It's when you abandon your system. I saw this in our Discord the other day with some traders. You know what? I'm going to stop out of this. I'm going to quit this. I'm going to give up trading on this. Okay. This one's not going well. I think I'm just going to get out. That's not following a system. That's abandoning your system. That's throwing it all in the garbage. Now, what are you going to do? Start over? Because once you start breaking rules, you will continually break rules. Okay. Discipline wins championships. The teams that still play within themselves, play their system. Okay. Bill Belichick used to say in American football, he used to tell players, you have to do your job. If everybody would do their job and play within the system we set up, okay, the system's designed to win. Okay, same thing in trading. Okay, I have stop rules that exist for just these types of moments. When we're down, when we give up a goal, what have you. Okay, whether it's a 1.5x stop on certain trades, a 2x stop on other trades, whether I'm going to roll that covered call. When do I roll it? Should I roll it now? My delta's negative. Should I hold on? When do I roll? My trade rules are very, very specific. Why? Because I want to keep myself from having to make emotional decisions out there. I just want to make my decisions, live to play another day, stop out if I need to. You know what? I know that maybe that trade's going to lose. It's getting close to the stop. You know what? Maybe it'll turn around. Maybe it won't. I'm just going to follow my plan and I'm going to let the probabilities play out over time, right? So my rules exist for a reason. Those numbers were decided back in the film room when we put the game plan together, okay, before the match started, because once the match starts, okay, we're not going to renegotiate with ourselves at the 90-minute mark as we're heading into extra time and when something has gone against us, right? Next rule here, let's talk about quality trades and quality assets, but let's watch how elite World Cup teams play. Okay, they don't just boot it from the midfield and hope their guy can chase it down and put it in the net. Okay, nobody's doing that. Okay, they build the play, they build from the back, they set up their shape, they move the ball, and they move the ball until they find a high percentage opportunity inside the box, a good angle to get the defender out of position, and then they're going to pull the trigger. Okay, they're going to pass up on multiple mediocre shots to get that one quality shot or that one high probability attempt. Okay, and they're going to keep crossing the ball with that high percentage play over and over if they can get the right people in the right position, okay, to give themselves the best chance to score. Okay? And that's exactly what quality trades on quality assets means here. Okay, with our 1-1x bear trap trades, I'm not selling puts on anything that moves. Okay, I'm not putting these trades on any type of an asset. I'm selling them on liquid, high volume underlyings with strong technicals and strong charts at strikes where the probability is going to put me in the best position to win here. I'm waiting for the setup. I have that discipline, okay, but I want to put it on high quality assets and using my high quality setups as well. Okay. I'll let the mediocre opportunities go by. I don't need those. Okay. And you see that all the time in the World Cup with some of these teams where somebody just boots a ball from the 40-yard mark and sails it well over to go. He gave himself no chance. It wasn't a quality shot. Okay. It's a poor quality attempt. Okay. You've got to bide your time, find the quality attempts, and that's when you have to put those on. With the dynamic poor man covered call that I trade and that course that I have out there, I'm not buying, deep in the money calls on spec names out there. I'm building the structure on quality assets where the premium makes sense and the technical picture supports it. Bad shots don't become good goals because you take a lot of them. Okay. So you don't want to keep taking just bad shot after bad shot after bad shot. Bad trades don't become winners. Okay. Quality first, and make sure that an always part of your game is to make sure that you're constantly putting on quality trades with quality assets. So let's look at the next piece here. And this one kills more traders than any bad strategy ever could, right? And that's sizing. I see it all the time. In soccer, it may look like this. Hey, a team is up 1-0 and they start pressing forward. They're trying to score that second goal. Maybe they overcommit. They get caught on the counter play. They go down and then they lose 2-1. Okay. So it's being up 1-0 or 2-1, 2-0 sometimes can be more dangerous because you're now taking some chances that maybe you shouldn't play. Okay. Teams like this didn't lose because the strategy was wrong. They lost because they sized the risk incorrectly for the situation that they were in. Well, same thing in trading. So in trading, which I see constantly, a trader's going to find a strategy that works. It wins 3 times in a row, and now they double the size. Okay. Zero DTE traders do this like once a month. Okay. So I see it all the time because they're confident, because they're on a hot streak, because they want to make more money, because they think this thing's just going to win every time. And then the losing trade hits, and it's twice the size, and it wipes out all 3 wins or more other wins that are in there. Appropriate sizing isn't timidity. Okay, it's what makes the system survivable long enough for the probabilities to play out. I size every position so that my stop outs give me an acceptable outcome, a sized outcome, not a catastrophic one. Okay, the position that gets stopped out doesn't end my campaign. Okay, it's just a bump here. The campaign continues, the system continues. Don't take outside risks. Okay, like in the World Cup here, don't take these outside risks and throw your chips all in. Okay. The only time that's going to happen in the World Cup is in that last few minutes of extra time when you're down and you have no choice but to pull your keeper up, okay, and take high risk. But for the most part in that game, okay, size appropriately, stay within your confines. All right. Next one here is to win the World Cup, you're going to have to play multiple matches over 30 plus days. The World Cup has never been won in one game. Okay. It's never happened. Okay. You can't win it. The structure of the tournament doesn't allow it. Here's the thing. A team that loses their first match is not eliminated. Okay? They regroup. They can make adjustments. They go out and play the next match with the same system. Same thing with a team that may tie that first game. Okay? And they were expected to win or dominate, and they didn't win. The Portugals of the world here, and some of those other teams that should have won didn't win because somebody out there that they were playing had a better game plan and executed better that day. Doesn't mean the World Cup is over for them. Okay, it's the same thing in trading. Okay, one stopped out trade isn't a failed strategy. Okay, it's one match. The question is, do you execute the system properly? And if yes, you move on, place another high quality setup trade next. Okay, if you did not, you need to learn from that and adjust. I didn't follow my game plan. I got out early. I didn't let enough extrinsic come off, which I've done a few of those recently where I've rolled maybe a little too soon. Okay. And I'm not getting the extrinsic value I need from it to execute my plan correctly. I realized the issue. I've corrected it. I've made my adjustments. So, but I didn't quit. Okay, and I haven't lost on these. Okay. The trader who quits after two or three losing trades, okay, they're the same teams that go home after the group stage and they're convinced that the whole tournament was rigged against them. Okay, and the system didn't fail. They stopped running their system. Okay, so you need to be able to repeat your process over and over and over. Okay, trade your process, learn from that, but just keep repeating a good, solid process over and over to have more trading success. All right. In the World Cup, winning 1-0 is exactly the same number of points as winning 4-0. Either way, you can advance. Either way, you're getting your 3 points. A team that wins 7 1-0 matches, okay, and lifts the trophy, okay, is just like the same team that would win 7 matches 4-0, okay, and score 60 goals or something. No, it's crazy. Okay. It doesn't really matter how many points you win by. Okay. The key here is that you have to keep winning. So small, consistent trades here and small, consistent wins are going to compound into the ultimate result. So in trading, this is everything. 65% of the times, the markets are grinding sideways. Okay. It's not, it's not a boring environment. That's my environment. I love that environment. Okay. This is where the bear trap collects premium. This is where the dynamic permanent covered call generates weekly income. This is where consistent, repeatable, and mechanical approaches builds the account equity match after match after match. And I'm winning my matches 1-0, 2-1, 2-0. Okay. I'm not blowing everybody out every week with giant goal scoring games, okay, and giant trades that are going for home runs. Okay. I'm not trying for those blowouts. I'm just trying to win consistently over time. And when I do that, I give my team the best chance to be successful. And if you're consistently winning these trades, over time, these small wins stack. They reinvest. They allow you to continue to grow your account. And the power of compounding starts to really take over. They build on themselves. My portfolio target isn't built on one great big trade. It's built on discipline, repeated at scale, long enough to allow the math to work out. Okay, it's not a trading secret. It's just winning actually looks like in both soccer and in the markets. All right. So if this is the first time, trading has felt like something you could actually execute rather than just hope for, then that's the point. It's having these rules that we just talked about, okay, and executing them properly. Is this something that you're doing? Which of the things that I just went through are you not doing well? Are you sizing wrong? Are you going all in? Are you pressing your bets too much? Okay, are you bailing out of strategies too early? Which ones of these things are you not doing properly? In our service, and I run two different systems. I run the 11X bear trap systems and the dynamic permanent covered call systems. They're both built on this philosophy of know your rules, repeat the trades, and allow time to work for you. So I'm consistently building up these 1-0, 2-1, 2-0 wins over time. It's not flashy, it's not exciting. I can't post a 300% or a three bagger or what, whatever it is. Okay, I'm not posting that kind of stuff. I'm posting these small wins. Okay, this week, 6 or 7 wins, 350, 700, $1,000, $2,300. All of these wins are fine. They're small, they're not giant, but they're just consistent winners out there. Right. So if you're interested in being able to turn your trading into something that's a consistent money building, wealth building, income generating machine, then come and join us. Right. A link below, incomenavigator.com. It's on your screen here. Go there. You can sign up for our Discord service, and or you can also get into our different courses that we have to offer. All right. This is going to allow you to apply these strategies to your actual portfolio. Subscribe. I'm going to document my trades. I'm going to trade live with you. I'm going to spend hours and hours and hours online with you a week. I'm going to give you 40, 50, 60 hours myself. You got Igor giving you multiple days and hours a week of live trades, live training sessions. Build your own systems, okay, that can work repeatedly over and over. All right. I'm Tom King. The World Cup just started. We got the U.S. game coming up in just a little bit, so I want to get going. I want you to enjoy it, but remember, okay, you're not just watching entertainment here, okay, and you're not just watching a soccer match. You're watching a masterclass on how to win, okay? And I find that super important. What can you take away from what you're seeing in life and in the World Cup and some of these things that you can apply to yourself and to your trading? All right, I hope that was helpful to you. If you like this video, go ahead and click that like button down below. We'd love to see you in the Discord here. Stay safe. Go USA. We'll see you later.